One little investment is a big leap. What I always heard going into college from both my parents and just the outside world was go to college. Yes, it costs money. Yes, you don't want to spend that much money, but you'll get an ROI. And yeah, I've seen a little bit of that ROI, but nothing like I've seen with this program. This 60K program is different from anything I've ever gone to. Like, it can happen overnight. I had the recruiter reach out to me on a Monday. I had an interview on a Thursday, and Thursday night I had the offer. So it can happen overnight. It's just a matter of when your time will come. The creator of this program helped propel it forward. When I needed help or when I was thinking about it, I shot you an email. I had a response with less than 5 hours. No matter what time of the day I sent you an email. And that just says a lot there itself. Just be able to, how open you were to help people. Like you mentioned here earlier, when I was sitting there after I interviewed a few companies saying, I don't know what to do, this is where I'm at. I shot you a message on LinkedIn, said, hey, can you call me? You called me in what, or you gave me a number to shoot you a call in what, less than 2 hours, less than an hour, I believe, actually. And just that was awesome. Just the personal, that community-like experience that I was able to get. And like you said, you're up to 300 people. Sometimes it's easy to become just a number in 300 people with just a few people helping run that show. But I never felt like that through this whole deal. A few things I was able to help tighten up during this was just my LinkedIn. Before that, I believe my background photo was me in a polo with a moose behind my head, standing in the middle of a retail store, Shields. And it kind of looked tacky, kind of looked dorky, but at the time I was in the outdoor industry, the agriculture industry, so it wasn't a big deal. And from then I realized, okay, I need to start taking these photos a little bit more seriously. I need to take in my bio a little bit more seriously, hone down that resume, just the wordage of everything. And from there, it's just kind of a building block and having confidence in what you've got and how. And another thing I struggled in was this here, and it was just simple sitting down, talking to people. And through the volunteer project, I was able to get that experience and being able to break through and get that first interview, get the second interview, get the third interview, and just having that confidence of they want us here at this point in time with how in demand Salesforce is. They don't want to waste their time. They're getting over 200 applicants. How can you differentiate yourself and get through the automatic resume tools and stuff like that? Yeah, so the ending was really fun and exciting for me. I actually had the opportunity to interview with lots of great companies towards the end of it. But what really set me apart from the competition, I feel, is my ability to keep calm. And I did that through different ideas brought through this company. But I actually put sticky notes up on the edge of my computer screens that said, stay calm. They want you here. That's one big thing I always struggled with at the end was, yeah, they do want me here. And I never felt like I was there. Like I deserved to be there, even though I put in all the work and everything, went through all the modules and everything like that. But the ending was kind of fun when I was able to sit down and talk to different recruiters, talk to hiring managers, and find a place that would actually fit me and not just take a job to have a job. That's what this program was able to deliver to me, and that was the best part of it. So growing up, I was just a run-of-the-mill guy. I'm in the middle of Nebraska. I grew up on a farm. I'm young. I'm 21 years old. And I think that's kind of really cool and really big for this too, because it just shows that even your older people with a little bit more experience in the business world can come into this Salesforce with the 60K program. And then just your young ones right out of college can also do it too and just be just as successful. I'd first say them go ahead and finish off your degree. You're already 2 years into it. Let's just get the last 2 years done. I don't regret ever going to college even through this whole program yet now because of the different soft skills I was able to learn through those, of the being able to put your nose to the grindstone, get the work done, show that you're able and capable to learn. It just amplifies that even more. I'm a first generation college student, so I'm not trying to bash anybody who hasn't went to college. My dad, he's able just to learn as quickly as I can, just on different topics. Same with my brother, same with my mom, same with everybody in my family. They would be able to pick up this and learn just as quickly as I was. Because what people don't realize too coming into it, yes, all that previous education is important, but only to a certain degree. At the end of the day, everybody has the ability to learn and learn different things. Yes, it may take people different times and different speeds to gain that knowledge, but they'll be able to pick it up and be able to do the same things that just like I have and everybody else through the 60K program has been able to do. My thought process as I was getting into this program is I already was certified when I joined the program. That's one thing I don't want people to misunderstand is I was certified when I joined. I joined for the reason of the ROI aspect. And there was one interview I watched that you had a testimony after I was already part of the program was 1 week of investment in this program. That is one paycheck. And that's so true. I've been working with this company for a while that I've joined, and it stands true. And one little investment is a big leap. What I always heard going into college from both my parents and just the outside world was go to college. Yes, it costs money. Yes, you don't want to spend that much money, but you'll get an ROI. And yeah, I've seen a little bit of that ROI, but nothing like I've seen with this program. This 60K program is different from anything I've ever gone to. Yes, I've gained skills from college, like I just said there, but this program allowed me to hone in on different aspects college didn't allow me to, such as LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's such a big tool. I wasn't as active in LinkedIn as I probably should have been. I don't want to lie and say, oh my goodness, if you go see there, you're going to see a post every day, 4 times a day from me. I wasn't like that. I was also working for a while. I lost my job in January 15th when we decided it wasn't the path I wanted to go no more as a mutual agreement with my company. No COVID related stuff. It was a great company I was working for, but we just kind of decided it wasn't for me. And they knew I wanted to pursue Salesforce, and we already had an admin. So that's when I was thinking before that there. And actually, the day I got the news of that, that's when it's like, okay, time to turn the burners going. Got to get these burners going. And that's when I decided to join the program, because I knew I joined at the end of November. So within a month and a half, I got to get something going. Even though I don't have a family to provide for, I got bills to pay just like everybody else. That's actually the same thoughts I had before I joined. So I was certified, like I said, just a few days prior before I actually joined. I don't know how many conversations I had with my parents, my friends of, is this worth it for me? Because I was like, I can do it on my own, but I decided not to. And what my thought process through that, I'll walk you guys through that here. And why I made that decision was I also knew, okay, this program was new. I was like, when I joined, I got in the Facebook group. I was number 70, 60, 70, somewhere in that range to join this program. So I was pretty early. I was an early oncomer to this program, and I knew that. And I decided, you know what, I need to advantage that. So I went ahead, I pushed everything through, and then all of a sudden, January rolled around. I started off at the Salesforce Career Fair. I started mentioning as part of this program. I started going into some interviews. I mentioned I was part of this program with Bradley Rice, and they all started nodding their head yes, like they know him. And that just kind of shows of what this program can do. If they know you're getting training from somebody like this and through a program like this, it's going to help build credibility. And then all of a sudden I can throw this behind. They're like, okay, this guy's serious then. And just the confidence boost that this program is being able to bring me through everything too. I'm an introverted extrovert. I don't like talking to a bunch of new people. Interviews are hard because I'm trying to go out there. Actually, one interview I sat through, it wasn't a Salesforce related interview. They're like, your test is showing you're very introverted, but you're acting very social. And it's a confidence thing too. And this program allowed me to know like what I'm doing is the right stuff and help build that confidence, be able to post on the Facebook group when I needed help, and to be able to reach out to my people in my volunteer group and saying, hey, when you guys had questions like this, how did it go for you? When you interviewed with such and such place, how did that go? I'm kind of looking into it as well. And the coolest thing too is like, yeah, there's all of us trying to find a Salesforce admin job. But even if we're interviewing at the same company, we all want the best fit for everybody. Yeah, so the project kind of was going on right during the end of my other job, so it was a little bit busier. But what was really nice is that volunteer project, you're working with a group. For me, as a group of 4 people, I don't know if it's like that for everyone. But through that, I was able to collaborate and get ideas and bounce ideas off of the volunteer group leader, who I had a great leader, Zach. And he was able to help us with more than just that volunteer project. After we would talk about the meetings and everything and see where we are at, he would also give us tips for just career search in general and validation rule pamphlets that he's created or he's found, stuff like that. And so through that volunteer project, you're able to work with wonderful people. I had Anita, who you guys have probably seen on here many times. If you haven't, go check her out. Jonathan and Kalia. I always suck at pronouncing her name, so if you see this, I'm so sorry. But I had a group of, those are the people I was with, and it was awesome. We met up. We try to meet once a week. If not, we had a group text meet, LinkedIn group, and then we had our emails as well. We were in constant communication about what was going on. But perhaps my favorite thing about that project was being able to sit down, build the org from scratch, and be able to implement different ideas and concepts that we wanted to. But through that, we were able to read the requirements and break down and think about how we would solve it.